Well, hiya, BookTube. Bill Ruttenberg here with the Ruttenberg Library. Wanted to come to you today with a video with just some thoughts that have been floating through my head. Recently, I did the Desert Island tag with Sean D. Standfast, and be looking for that, by the way, the first week of September. That's when mine is going to air. But anyway, Sean asked me an interesting question as we were starting to wrap up the video. He had asked me, are there any, special things that you're doing on your channel? And in my head, I was like, well, not really. I got a list of tags that I want to get caught up and just trying to make my videos, regular every couple days, put one out. But I did not have any like special events happening, and that kind of, the more I thought about that, the more it bothered me. Now, I have a reason for that, so let me explain that real fast. As a teacher, sometimes and I coach after school, sometimes my days get really long and I just don't have time to, I can't host any of the challenges. I don't think that I would be doing, putting together a reading challenge or a reading event. I don't think that I could follow through with it like I should. And so I don't want to do that. I think it would be neat. Don't get me wrong. I think it'd be neat. There's some history stuff that I would love to, get a group reading, like a history reading challenge of some sort, and a reading event based along those lines. But I just don't think I could be, I have enough time to do it regular like I should. And so when he asked me that, like I said, as the days have went by, it has bothered me. Like, so what am I doing on my channel? Now, I am trying to participate in some of the reading challenges that are going on, right now. August of Adventures. I am following along with the Boxer. I'm going to hopefully read Robinson Crusoe at the end of the month. I'm going to read the Tarzan book next week. I have downloaded this week's book by Arthur Conan Doyle, and hopefully I'll get to be, listening to that. But, as far as anything else goes, I can follow along with a few of these challenges, but I just don't think I can host any of them. So I was thinking, what can I do for my channel? That's kind of the whole gist of this. And one of the things that's really bugged me on my channel is TBR lists. I put together TBR lists, books I plan to read. I have stacks right here on my desk of stuff that I am reading right now, and most of it coincides with my TBR list. But one thing that I have found since I started BookTube is I've made these TBR lists, like the 2020 TBR list. That was my first year. That was the first video I did, my 2020 TBR list. And then I did, nonfiction November. I did, sometimes I did a month where this is my TBR for the month. I have literally finished of all of those different TBR lists. I have only finished one. Well, two. I guess 1 month I had 4 books planned, and I read 3 of the 4. The 4th one I DNF'd. So I kind of finished that one because I didn't like the book at all and I didn't want to finish it. So I've kind of finished 2 of those lists. And from 2020 to this point, I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 TBR lists that I could find on when I went back and looked at my channels. 12 TBR lists, and I have only finished 2 of those TBR lists. And so my idea for a project that I am going to work really hard on over the next year and a half on my channel is I'm going to call this the TBR Elimination Project. And I am really hoping to eliminate all 12 of these TBR lists. And then I hope to maybe bring a video back to you that shows my progress. As I knock out a list, I give you a video showing what I did. When was this list? Was it from January of 2020? And then show you the books that were on it that I got knocked out. And I think that's going to be the idea for my channel here over the next year and a half. Now I'm going to continue to, like, August of Adventures, nonfiction November, the history reading challenge. If they do that again this year, I hope to do that. I'll do March of the Mammoths, middle grade March Mystery Madness. I'm still going to try to participate in all those, but I think what I'm going to have to do is limit the number of books that I'm doing in those challenges so that I can concentrate on these TBR lists that I already have. Because keep in mind, if I make a Nonfiction November TBR list, that has to get added to the end of this pile. And so, yeah, I think I've got my work cut out for me. Just to kind of give you an idea, you can see that's one page, and then I got a front side of another. Those are all my TBRs from the last 2.5 years. I've got a lot to do, folks. And so I don't know about you, but like when I'm at school at my desk, I have a list of things to do, kind of a TBR, but it's a to-do list instead. And I try to use sticky notes if I've got them handy, and I put it on my desk, and then I mark them off as soon as I get those items done, and then it feels so good to mark them off, and then at the end it feels so good to ball up that list and throw it away. I'm just like that. You know, scrap piece of paper, tape it to my desk, same thing. Mark them off, throw them away when you're done. There's a good feeling to that. And I think my TBR Elimination Project is going to give me that good feeling and let me feel like I got something done. So I just wanted to do that announcement video. I will, you know, as the time goes, like I said, I'll give you videos that show my progress and just an idea. I don't know about you guys. If you have this same issue, maybe you want to try this out also. Get your TBR lists out. Go back in your videos and find your TBR lists and start marking those off the list and get that good feeling, that good reading feeling. So just wanted to make that announcement, BookTube. Hope you don't mind going along for the ride with me. So until next time, happy reading.